Hello, SolarLune here, and here is another Wordle video in between the other stuff I do on YouTube. So anyway, Wordle, it's a word game. You got 6 guesses to guess a 5-letter word. Let's see if we can get it. Let's start off with power. How about that? P, okay. And R-E-R. There's no word that ends with R-E, so we know that they couldn't be in this location, I don't think. It couldn't be like R-E. I don't think. R-E? I don't think so. So we know it's not O-W. E and R could be earlier. That's my point. So it could be P-E-R. Per or pre. Presto. Preps. Could be. P. Perth? That's a city. Perch? Okay. Well, it could be perch, could be something like that. Let's go for that, just because that would allow us to at least know if E and R are in this position. If these are still yellow, then we know that we know basically where they aren't. Yo, okay. So if it's not perch, what other word in what other firms? Perth? Perch. Perms? Perps? I think it might have to be perms or perps. Perf, like perfect. Purg, like purgatory. It might have to be perps. Let's try. I don't really want to waste my guess like that. Okay, let's think about it like this. My 2 guesses currently are perps and what was the other one? Perks and perms. Let me write this down. So we got perps, perks, and perms. All of these could be the correct guess. So I'm going to try to get a word that has K, S, and P in the 4th position. That might be good. Skips. So we know K is in there, and we know there's no other P. So it probably is P-E-R-K. Maybe it's perky. That was actually rather easy. That was 3 minutes, dude. Let's go. 4 guesses. That was pretty good. That was pretty good. I think that was pretty much as good as I could have gotten it, because I don't think I would have gotten perky if I didn't get skips. I might have gone for perps, not gotten the P or the S, and then tried perks. So because I got the third guess was skips, that allowed me to rule out S. So that means that we know that S isn't in there, but that allowed me to know that K was still in there. So it's like, well, what other word is perk plus not S? What other vowel could be there? Why? So I kind of feel like that was really good. I like that idea of using a word that's completely the wrong guess just to rule out options. And I think that's what allowed us to get it in just a few minutes. That was solid. Yeah, I'm pretty satisfied with this. I think we could have started with just a different word other than power, but considering we had basically 3 letters correct, ER being in the word but just not in that position, and P being at the start, I mean, you know, anything else I would have guessed, like house, I wouldn't have had. It wouldn't have. If I guessed house, I wouldn't have gotten any letters except for the E. So power that was a good guess. Perch was a good second guess to basically get the E and R to know if they were there. That was a little bit of a bad guess. Now I think about it, a tiny bit, not because, well, basically because we know that it's not pre, because I don't think there's any word that begins with PRE and is only 5 letters long. like prenuptial or preemptive, precipitation. There are words that begin with PRE, but they're longer. So I don't think there's any word that's 5 letters long and begins with PRE. So basically, this is a little bit of a bad guess because we could have assumed that E and R were here already. If we didn't guess perch and just assumed that it was PER, then we could have gone with skips and then assumed that it was PER and a K. And then we would have guessed perky or perks. Well, no S, so we would have guessed perky. So it's possible that we would have gotten it in 3 guesses if we started with power and didn't kind of waste a guess on perch because yeah. So that's, it could have been better. It could have been better. There's still room to improve. But we're already getting fast, man. We're getting snappy. We're getting quick. Just like that. So yeah, I'm pretty satisfied with this. I'm going to assume the next day is not going to be nearly as easy. But perky isn't a word I use very often. So I'm going to assume that this is kind of an average day. Like it's not a particularly hard, long day, but at the same time, this isn't a common word for me. So I'm pretty satisfied with this outcome. And I thank you for joining me on this quest. If you want to watch more stuff, please give me some ideas for games I can play on a video. If you want to support development and support videos like this, please check out the links in the description to my Patreon or itch pages or Steam pages where I make stuff and sell them. And otherwise, I'll catch you guys on the flip side next time. See ya. I have to still stop the recording.